if you could have a personal chef who would cook healthy, delicious meals for you every day, or somebody who came and cleaned your house top to bottom every day but didn't cook you anything, which would you choose?
They both sound amazing, but I think I would pick. Welcome to Redesigning Health and Home. I'm Meg.
And I'm Kerri. We love creating beautiful, functional spaces and living healthy, vibrant lives. So join us as we chat about simple, practical ways to take care of your body, mind, and your home. Whether it's fitness tips, home decor ideas, or navigating those big life moments, we're here to share what's working for us and what isn't, with some encouragement along the way.
And occasionally, we'll sprinkle in some fun topics to brighten your day and to make you smile. Let's redesign this life together, one step, one room, and one habit at a time. Hi, and welcome back to Redesigning Health and Home. We are so excited to have you along for this conversation because Kerri and I are both excited to just talk with each other. Hi, Kerri. I'm so delighted to see you today.
Yes, it's been a minute. I feel like we are so used to seeing each other pretty regularly, and life has just been busy. We've both been having company or doing some traveling, and so it's wonderful to see your smiling face today.
Well, right back at you. Yes, traveling. You went for a visit to see your sister, right?
Yeah, so I have a sister who lives in Indianapolis, and so took a trip out there, which was so fun to see her. She has a brand new, beautiful home. Two of her daughters live there, and her husband, and got to see some of her sweet grandbabies too. So yeah, it was just a really nice visit, but also see her new place. And yeah, it was very quick turnaround, but very nice. And you had your sister come for a visit.
Yeah, we had a really nice time. It was very short, like your visit, but we packed a ton in. We did downtown Nashville. We rented a boat for the day. We did just a home day with some home facials and grilling and a nice fire. And my husband was just amazing. He spoiled both of us the whole time. So it was a really nice refresh and catch up with her and a few days just to decompress too, because we've been chatting about the rest and productivity.
Yes.
So I really leaned into let's just enjoy this time with family.
Oh, good for you. That's awesome.
Tell me about your trip. What did you do?
So my sister's backyard is lovely. It's got all these beautiful trees and they have a nice hot tub back there. So on our first morning there, we had a little coffee and a little hot tub out in the outside area, and both of our hubbies were there. So we got to just have a nice little kind of slow morning before the guys started using their chainsaws. Which was another story, but they were busy with that. And then we did go see Devil Wears Prada 2, which I've been wanting to see. And my nieces went with me too. What a fun movie. Like, whether you watch the first one or not, just the fashion alone is incredible. Like, they really leaned into showing a lot of amazing fashion and just that whole cast. I mean, what a cast, right? Meryl Streep, Anne Hathaway, and I learned that Emily Blunt, who's in that movie, her sister is married to Stanley Tucci, who's also in that movie, and I never knew that before. So yeah, it was a fun movie.
Well, that is fun, and that sounds like it's right up your alley with the fashion and the styling. So tell me, if you really wanted to enjoy the movie fully, should you watch the first one first?
I would. Yeah, if you haven't seen the first one, the story's going to make a lot more sense if you see the first one for sure. You don't have to. My niece hadn't seen it, but I think it would make a lot more sense if you know, watch the first one first. But and I'm not a high fashion gal, but I could just like appreciate these incredible fabrics and outfits and all the, effort that goes into them. So yeah, it was a pretty fun movie.
Well, I feel like you're my movie critic, so tell me, you've been going to quite a few movies lately.
Yes, which is not really my normal, to be honest. But yeah, I've been to three movies recently. So besides Devil Wears Prada, my husband and I went with friends of ours to see Project Hail Mary, which is Ryan Gosling, who I love. I think he's an amazing actor. He's also super cute. But it was a sci-fi movie, and my husband's a scientist, and he's not so much into fiction. So when it went from sci to fi, he kind of lost interest, and I looked over and he had fallen asleep. But I thought it was still worth seeing. My sister Deb had recommended it. Actually, she and her family went, and so yeah, it was pretty cute. And then we also, I'm trying to think, what else did I see? Oh, yesterday for an early Mother's Day celebration, our two daughters and my husband and I went to a concert movie. Never been to one of those before. It was 3D, and it was Billie Eilish. It was her tour, and so you see her the whole concert, but you also see some of the behind the scenes of how they produced this entire show, this tour. And the funny thing is, I knew it was 3D because when I purchased the tickets, it said right on there. But we get in there and we put our glasses on, and I kept like putting them up and putting them down. I was like, I don't really see a difference with these glasses. And I'm looking at my family and they're like, yeah, but we don't really see a difference either. And we're like, well, that's disappointing. Okay, whatever. We're probably like a third of the way through the movie at least when Jessica realizes that other people have different glasses on than we have. So she gets up and she goes and finds the correct glasses and brings us all a pair, and we put them on, and oh my gosh, it was all of a sudden amazing. Yeah, you feel like you could reach out and like touch the people in the audience, and the ticker tape is flying down and it feels like it's coming in your lap. And once we got the right glasses, it was incredible. So yeah, great, great show. So cool to see that behind the scenes thing. And it showed a time lapse of them just setting up the arena for the actual concert. Oh my gosh. Hundreds of people just, like robots setting up this stage to prepare for the actual concert. And then same thing tearing it down. So amazing, amazing amount of time that went into that production. So yeah, so those three movies are probably in the last month that I've seen 3 movies, which is very unusual for me, but it's been pretty fun. They've been great, great movies to go see, so.
Well, I want to ask you for our audience,
Mhm.
because they may know us a little bit, give each of them a rating. So if someone's inclined to go, maybe they can have your rating in their mind.
Yeah, yeah, so I'm gonna put Billy at the top, and I'm gonna give that one a 9. I wish I coulda seen the beginning with the correct set of glasses. If her music is not your taste, maybe it wouldn't be for you, but it was just very cool to see all the effort that goes into producing a tour like that. So that one was amazing. Probably next, well, Devil Wears Prada would have been second for me, I think, because I've been looking forward to that. I really loved the first one, and so I've been looking forward to that. I would give that one, I don't know, I'm gonna give that one an 8, I think. I think an 8. And then I'm gonna give a 7 to the, Project Hail Mary because it does a little bit veer off in an unusual direction. I don't wanna give anything away, but some people might love that too. But again, Ryan Gosling, anything that he's in, I'm there. there for that. So I just really like him as an actor. So yeah, good bunch of movies. Really good bunch.
Fantastic. Well, I
Yeah.
heard that Project Hail Mary. I have not seen any of these
Mhm.
movies, but I heard the book is incredible. Someone mentioned that to me.
Right.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
very good. And you mentioned early Mother's Day. Well, happy Mother's Day.
Yeah, we're recording on Mother's Day today. So happy Mother's Day to you too, Meg. I loved putting together the Mother's Day post. I got some assistance from Meg's. I just loved what she sent. And one of the comments that she said that you would say all the time when she was little was, you should have a banana. So I was like, I know that you and Geb raised two very athletic children. And so probably you're thinking potassium and, bananas and good for recovery and all that, but I did think that that was funny that that's one of the memories she had.
I don't know. I started saying it and I think I still say it just out of chuckles or something. But
Right.
yes, we are hoping all of our wonderful women crowd have a wonderful Mother's Day, or had a Mother's Day, whatever you celebrate, whether you're a fur mom or an auntie or whatever you are mothers in our hearts. And we're just so grateful to have you listening. So happy Mother's Day past. Yeah.
Happy Mother's Day past.
Well, good stuff, Carrie. So, what else is happening in your life? We haven't caught up, and it's nice to just share this with our redesigning health and home community. Anything new with home style with Carrie?
Well, I'm working on a project with friends of ours who have a home in the Adirondacks. It's a remote project, which is presented some challenge to do it remotely, but it is really coming along. We just finalized the quartzite countertop, which was a huge project because those you kind of need to go and actually see the slabs. And so I'm here in Chicagoland, and my friend Barb, she's in Rochester, and the actual home itself's in the Adirondacks. So it's this puzzle, of all these pieces putting together. And the contractor, of course, is on site in the Adirondacks. But that's really coming along and been super fun to be part of that team. And then at home, oh my gosh. So at home, I decided I wanted to paint our primary bedroom. And so that's kind of all torn apart. So we're in the spare bedroom and it feels a little chaotic right now, to be honest. So I'm looking forward to doing a bit of a house reset today just to feel kind of caught up and ready for the week. So yeah, that's what's going on over here. But I want to hear about your boat ride. So what kind of boat ride did you guys take with your sister?
Well, we rented a pontoon, we rented a boat, and my husband drove out to the rental. And it's, about a 40-minute drive. But then this was so sweet. He drove the boat basically to just pick us up. So we were able to have a shorter journey and we just got right on the boat and we had such a nice day. It was a little tiny chilly, but that was fine. We bundled up with towels and some sweatshirts, and the sun was shining. And we just had some nice country music on in the background and tootled around the lake just all day. Oh, this was actually kind of funny. We apparently were the only rental for that day. So the boat needed to be back at 5 p.m. Well, we got kind of close to the marina and you could see all the other boats were already covered and ready for the night. And there were two young girls working the marina. They're lake girls. And my husband gave us a choice. He said, we can take it back because it was around 4 o'clock. He said,
Hmm.
or we could just kind of hang out here and float and enjoy. And I said, let's just float for a little bit because the sun was just right in front of us and the water was glistening.
Aw.
And Gibbs said, "But the girls are probably watching us thinking, get this boat back here so we can go home."
Right?
So we compromised. We kind of floated for a little bit, but then I thought, yeah, they probably do, if they see
Right.
us, they'll think
Yes. They're like, you're the last boat we got to put away for the day.
exactly. So we had he was our captain and our on the aux, as they say, on the music, and we just had a really super nice time and couldn't have been better. It was really, really nice. We just had a lovely, lovely visit with my sister. I was really happy she was able to make the trip and the time flew by and I miss her already. So yeah,
Well,
I have a question for you.
hmm.
When you mentioned your quartz countertops,
Hmm.
I have to ask you this because
Yeah.
I love the home shows.
Yes.
Now, the waterfall,
Yes.
are you doing the waterfall edge countertop all the way to the floor?
We're not for this particular project. We discussed it briefly. We are blending some Adirondack, little bit more rustic style with some modern touches. And so we had considered the waterfall, but it does add a significant cost to, having that additional product. And they needed two slabs to accommodate their kitchen, and we just decided it really wasn't worth the extra cost to run it down. That is a very pretty look though, really fun. But yeah, we decided not to do the waterfall for this particular application, but they chose such a beautiful product. It's quartzite. So what I learned is that quartzite is the natural, like that you dig out of the ground, whereas quartz is man-made. So they found quartzite, but it is unlike anything I've seen before. It almost looks like it's wood. It's so cool. It's very unique. It's very them. They wanted the countertops to kind of be the showstopper, and they're definitely going to be that. So, yeah, super excited. And so now the next part of the project, jumping off of that, is finding a backsplash tile. So we're getting there, one little bit at a time. But we needed to really nail down what the countertop was going to be first. So that's the next piece of the project. So it's like a puzzle.
It's like a puzzle, and I think they're so lucky to have you because you're gonna research that tile until you find the perfect one, and I love it so much. Now,
Hmm.
your bedroom redesign, what color are you going from and to?
Yeah. So the bedroom, when we purchased the home, had a very forest green wall that was not our aesthetic. And so we just painted it very neutral, which the rest of the walls were neutral. But now I'm kind of wanting to spice it up a little bit. So I decided I wanted a blue wall. So I'm like, do I want it to be dark and moody for a bedroom, or do I want it to be a lighter, more airy? But yes, the whole bedroom needs freshening up for paint for sure. But we will have an accent wall behind our upholstered headboard. I do have drapes already purchased. We're gonna switch out the ceiling fan for something a little bit more attractive. They've started coming out with really beautiful chandeliers that have fan blades that fold in when they're not being used and fold out when they are being used. But that's kind of a newer product, and I just want to make sure the reviews say that these actually work well enough. Otherwise, I'm going to scrap the ceiling fan and just go with a beautiful chandelier. And we're going to be switching out the flooring as well. So it's a little bit of this new kind of refresh for our primary bedrooms. So yeah, I'll keep you posted.
Wow, that sounds amazing. Okay, I'm
Yes,
so excited. So,
thank you.
do you just have the bed in there, or did you move everything out?
We moved the bed to the middle of the floor so that we could get to all the walls. Yeah, so it's a little bit torn apart, but we'll get it back together.
All right. Well, Homestyle with Carrie is working overtime at home and on the road. Fantastic. Well, good stuff. Good stuff. Well, speaking of home and health, I
Hmm.
thought it would be fun if you and I played a little game, just a
Hmm.
few.
Okay.
Would you rather's, home and health style. Are you all up
Yeah,
for that?
yeah, absolutely. Sounds good.
Okay. So, number one, I'm going to jump into the health aspect of redesigning health and home.
Okay.
Would you rather have a fridge full of pre-chopped veggies at your disposal
Oh, nice.
or a
Hmm.
pantry that's perfectly organized and labeled?
The veggies, right? Because I feel like if they are washed and chopped and ready to go and in my fridge and looking all delicious and attractive, then I will eat them. The pantry door, you're going to close that thing and, you know?
I
So,
a
yeah, I
thousand
love that idea.
percent agree with that
Hmm.
veggie. I've actually have seen a few videos that some people have. I think they have very large families though,
Mm.
almost a mini salad bar in their kitchen. Have you seen those?
Yeah, yeah, yes, yes. Well, and depending who you're watching, right? Because we both love Farah, and she, has everything looking so beautiful and in all these gorgeous containers inside her fridge. And I mean, my gosh, it looks like you're going to some five-star restaurant with all these beautiful selections. I don't know. My fridge doesn't look like that, but
Mm-mm. No, yes. If my fridge every day I opened it up had everything chopped ready to go, that would be a dream. And I'm
yeah,
sure I could do it myself. Gosh, Meg, come on. Get with the program here.
right.
All right. So you would pick the veggies, and so would I.
Yes. And actually, Meg, that reminds me of a question that I've discussed with my sisters before. If you could have personal chef who would cook like healthy, delicious meals for you every day, or somebody who came and cleaned your house top to bottom every day but didn't cook you anything, which would you choose? And that is such a hard choice, right? Because both of those sound amazing.
They both sound amazing, but I think I would pick, oh, darn it. My first instinct, which I'll go with, is the house.
Mm,
Because I do think about the house more. I mean, and it's just me. I can chop veggies for a quick omelet or something, but to get on my hands and knees and
hmm.
scrub the base Here we go with the baseboards again. Just scrub the baseboards. If that could all be done and I
Mhm.
wouldn't have to worry, I think I'm choosing the house. How about you?
I really want that. I really want both. I really want the house. I really want the house, somebody to clean the house, but I'm gonna go with the chef, and here's why, because I want them to make the menu, buy the stuff, prepare it, and, like, serve it to me, and it's healthy and delicious, and, like, it's exactly what I need, and it's hitting my protein goals, and it's I want all of the nutrition and all of the delicious so I don't want somebody else to think about it because I find that to be, like, a confusing thing to do to figure out myself. So, that's I'm gonna choose chef. But again, if we moved in together, Meg, and you had somebody to clean the house and I had a chef, look at us, we would be right?
Right.
Talk about
Perfect combo.
heaven. Talk about heaven.
Talk about heaven. Yes. Okay. I like it. Well, Carrie, would you rather? This is home edition now for you. If someone gave you a set amount of money,
Mm,
but you had to either buy clothing or something for your house, decor, which are you using the money for?
the house.
The
The
house.
house. Yeah, the house. Because well, first of all, I find it challenging to shop for myself for clothes. Maybe if it's a really good quality, something it would last. But, trends go in and out or like it's seasonal. But if it's for your house, right, you would have it for a long time. I'm going with house. How about you?
I think I'd choose the clothes today.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, because I don't really like to spend money
Mm,
on the clothes
right.
because I always feel, "What you have? Where would you have?" But if someone said you had to go, almost like
Yeah.
that show, they
Hmm.
give you a set amount of money,
Hmm.
then I think, well, I'm gonna just go buy a few things that fit
Yeah.
really well and take all of the rules of what colors and yes, I
Yeah.
would take all of that and hopefully get a few pieces that would just be mwah, chef's kiss.
Now, would you also want some, like a stylist to help you though?
Ooh, well, probably. I do need that. I only have done that once.
Hmm.
It was and they were very helpful. I think I either went to Nordstrom or Macy's and the kids were little. It was for their first communion
Hmm.
and I had no clue. I mean, I just was, what do I wear? And, I think their commission is built in with whatever you buy.
Hmm. Okay.
So you're not paying for the service at the department stores.
Right. Right.
But I just remember making the appointment and they take your size, what the occasion is, maybe what colors you like, and she had just a whole bunch of things hanging in the dressing room.
Mm,
It was wonderful.
that sounds awesome.
Yeah, and I think a few stores do it. You need to make an appointment.
All right. I'm going to go with the fitness category. Oh, well, I think I already know this answer, Meg, but I'm going to ask anyway. Would you rather wear cute workout clothes all day to stay motivated or comfy loungewear that makes you feel relaxed?
Oh, that is tough, Carrie, because I love cozy stuff. But I do love workout clothes. I mean, I like to just have those, yoga pants on and a little top and sweatshirt. So I'm going to pick the cute workout clothes.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. How about you?
Do like the idea of the cute workout clothes. That is cute because then you could even kind of run errands and I mean workout clothes are still already pretty comfy, right? I thought you would pick the comfy clothes because I remember one of our episodes you were saying that your family laughs because you say, "I'm going to change into something more comfortable." And they're like, "What possibly could be more comfortable than your workout clothes?"
Yes, yes. Well, that is true. I mean, yes, at the end of the day, give me the coziest pair of pajamas ever.
Yeah.
So maybe, shoot, maybe I should change my answer.
But I don't see you living in them though, like for the whole day, that's kind of like that's an evening when you're doing your stretching and getting ready to go to bed. Okay.
Yes, yes, for sure. All right, I have a health and a home combo for you.
Ooh, okay.
Okay, kind of health and home combo. Would you rather have the most beautiful fresh flowers in bouquets on your kitchen table, dining table, throughout the house, or the most beautiful fresh fruit bowl in your kitchen?
It's very hard to choose. So we have a two-tiered tray, a stand
Mhm.
with
Yeah.
two levels on it that we use for our fruit. It's not really a fruit bowl, like, it's just fruit that can stay out on the countertop. Mangoes, avocados, not a fruit. You can't put your grapes there, right? They have to be in the fridge, but apples or oranges or, whatever. And we have that out on our counter all the time, which I love. But fresh flowers, I just got gifted the most beautiful arrangement for Mother's Day from our eldest daughter, and they just add so much. It's a ray of sunshine in the middle of your house. And I remember my dad used to have a subscription where he's had flowers delivered to my mom every week. I'm going to pick the flowers. I'm going to pick the flowers.
I like that choice. It is so refreshing. And
Yeah.
if you can just have them refreshed every week like that and just have them out, what
Right?
a gift. Yes.
Yes.
However, I will tell you, I like to buy my bananas when they're at that perfect stage.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So if I have to wait till my next grocery shopping to get a couple of those bananas on my tray, and if they could be just there
Yes, that
every
would be
day,
nice.
oh, but the flowers, I am with you. I love the bright oranges and yellows and
Mhm.
whites and reds. Oh, so
Yes.
nice.
So
Perfect.
beautiful. Yes. Do you put your bananas on one of those banana hangers?
I don't. I just kinda set them there. Does it help?
No, I like how it looks, but then you get down to that last banana and it's like, well, now what do I do with it? You can't hang it by itself. Have to eat it.
You have to eat it. The last banana.
Yes. I have a friend who started every time she has a banana, she peels the sticker off and puts it on the inside of her pantry cabinet door. It literally she's got thousands of banana stickers there. And I was like, "Hmm." But also, like, why not? I guess.
Why not?
They eat
Exactly.
a lot of bananas over there.
Yes, yes. Maybe there's some sort of tracker. I like it. Whatever her reason is, go for it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh my goodness. Well, let me pick one more here. Would you rather spend 10 minutes journaling by your bedside or 10 minutes doing gentle stretches on your rug before bed?
Have to. Non-negotiable care. I am stretching bedside before bed.
Yeah, I remember you talking about that.
I am stretching.
And I need to do that habit too. I do. I need to add that. I don't remember do it. I've done it like a couple times and that's it. And my daughter Jordan, she does it and she finds it so helpful. And so, yes, you're inspiring me. I need to add that.
Let me ask you though,
Mhm.
you crawl into bed and you sleep fine?
For the most part, I do think it would help because sometimes I do find that I get knee pain in one of my knees. So I don't know. And I don't know how you are. How many pillows do you sleep with? Do you just have
Mm.
one? Or are you propping pillows everywhere?
I definitely have one under my knees, and if I lie on my side, it's between my knees, yes.
Yes, me too.
Yeah.
And even with that, my left knee gets a little angry sometimes. And I
Oh.
keep thinking, oh, I wonder if I stretched before bed, if maybe I could avoid some of that. So I really need to try it. Really need to try it. Maybe
Try
you
it.
maybe you could suggest some good stretches for knees.
I know, I've been wanting to do this forever, so I we yes, redesigning health and home, we need to do a little bedside stretch video for sure.
Yes, that would be amazing.
Do you journal?
Very, very rarely.
Okay.
And I do think that it would probably be really great habit. I kind of if I start journaling, it's because like I feel like I really need to get some clarity on something or like really get my head straight on something. If you did it all the time, maybe you wouldn't get to that point of feeling like I got to work some stuff out in my head or whatever. Um I do like to journal about like if we were planning our podcasts for the whole year or something, but that's more of a plan than actually journaling. I guess journaling can be whatever you want it to be. It could be like a end of the day recap almost, like almost keeping a history of your life, I guess. Or it could be about how you're feeling about certain things. But it could also be plans, right? Dreams, could be anything. Dreams that you have, or even dreams that you had in the nighttime if you wanted to write that out, or dreams of things that you want to accomplish. It could be anything.
You know what I thought about you though, Care?
Mm.
Your version of journaling is you're very outgoing and you talk to your sisters. You probably journal, but voice journal to people,
Probably. Yeah.
right?
Yeah, probably. I text a ton of people. Even if I think of somebody, I'll text them. Like I know my friend Linda, they just got a new house and they were having their patio and driveway poured. And so I just sent a quick text, "Hey, you got a patio and a driveway now?" And just to kind of initiate a conversation. So I don't know. I don't know if that's a format of journaling or not, but yeah, I do that often.
Would imagine it is, especially I could see if you're journaling just for things you don't want to share.
Hmm.
But if you are talking out your concerns or talking out your dreams to people, I would imagine that's some sort of what is it called? Vlogging? Not that's video logging, but voice
Hmm.
journaling.
Right. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think you're doing it. So good.
Like
Yes.
I'm doing an audio journal.
Yes. To people.
Two
Yes.
people.
Because
Yeah,
you get
maybe.
that feedback.
Mhm. Yeah, that's
I
true.
like it.
You and I were doing our journaling on the podcast.
You're right. What a great platform. I thought about this, Carrie, that you and I talk about things that I probably wouldn't always think to talk about.
Yeah, that's true, isn't it? That
Yeah.
is true. And you had mentioned off of the podcast about the possibility of doing a storytelling series. And I had mentioned that to my daughter because I chatted with her in between hopping on here with you today. And she was like, "Oh, that would be so great to hear just people's stories. And who knows, it might trigger something for someone else to try or give them a thought or make them brave enough to tell their story." So, Meg and I are going to explore that possibility for sure.
We feel everyone has a story to share for sure.
Yeah.
And I was initially telling Carrie because it was almost inspired. I recently had a conversation with someone, and then there is a cute song that talks about hometown heroes that, maybe your teacher friend has been teacher of the year a few years in a row, might not be a famous person, but they're famous to you.
Yeah.
And that's so sweet to think that your neighbor who might have some sort of story to share or
Yeah.
that nobody really knows about, but we'd love to hear it.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, a really I think it would be an amazing series actually. Even if people just decided to share a certain piece of their life, right? Or a particular journey that they either went through or are going through. Because I think storytelling is such an important part of being human, right? And it is that sharing, like you mentioned, instead of keeping it all in, that helps us to connect and to think about our own situations and learn things from other people. So, yeah, I love the idea. Way to go. Great idea.
You're so cute. Well, just as we were talking right now, I just thought, sure, we could go on, the internet and search what is an Italian vacation like? But if we knew someone that went to Italy and they could tell us where they stayed and what kind of feelings they had about the people and the food
Yes.
and the sights. I mean, just to hear even just about maybe a destination or a, you
Yeah.
know,
And it's so timely that you mentioned that because literally this morning, my friend Karen, I sent her a happy Mother's Day post and I said, "Are you back from your trip to Italy?" She was the listener who shared about how she's trying to learn Italian before her trip. Remember? She just got back. So we actually have somebody who just got back from Italy. She shared just a few photos and she's like, "I can't wait to catch up." So maybe we'll have to hear all about that and hear her story. That would be amazing. How
that would
timely.
be incredible. She shared a word of the year, didn't she? Explore.
Explore. Yes.
Explore.
Yes, and she was talking about learning Italian before they went on their trip, and yeah, that would be so fun. Let's do it. I love it.
Okay, Carrie and I love giving ourselves some challenges. So we will work behind the scenes to see what we could come up with. But gosh, this has been so fun. You are always such a good sport to play along with whatever redesigning health and home is coming up with, Carrie. And you are just so wonderful.
Well, back at you, my sweet friend, and you come up with the best ideas. I loved the this or that questions that you asked, and all of your great ideas. Meg is actually the one that moves us forward with all the guests and the different topics, and so amazing, amazing. Love
Well,
it.
I will tell you, Carrie, we were looking. So Carrie and I are very excited about our podcast because I wanted to tell you this, Carrie. There was one podcast I was looking at, and I saw the title was This is Our Last Episode. And I thought, oh, well, what is this about? And I listened. She just said, podcasting is a lot of work.
Mm.
And I just think it's more work than the reward I'm getting right now. And I thought, oh my goodness, I hope this woman continues because it's rewarding. So I thought about that for you and I. And Carrie, you are seriously, I feel driving this boat and you're amazing and I love you so much for it. And everything that you do just shines. So thank you so much.
Well, we are blessed to have this mutual admiration society going between between the two of us. And I do think that if you were podcasting for some kind of external reason, trying to make money or trying to reach a certain number of followers or whatever it might be, I could see how you could get into the mindset of, is this worth it for all the work? What I think is different for Meg and I, and hopefully there are other people who feel the same, is that we feel a reward from just doing it, just having the conversations between us, having guests on for interviews. We've mentioned this before. Any kind of comment we get on social media or a like of the podcast or a listen feels like such a gift to us. And so I hope that never goes away. I have high hopes that it's not because I think we both feel that way. It's the podcast itself has been just such a great journey, such an adventure. So love it.
Yeah, and I feel like we're just kinda getting started.
Yeah,
We'll
we
we'll see
are.
what's to come. We'll see what's to
Absolutely.
come. So, yeah, thank you so much for everything, Carrie. Well, this has been so much fun. Thank you so much for hanging out with us today just as we chat about what's going on with our lives and redesigning health and home. We hope you all have a great day. If you could take a moment to, follow the show, rate and review, we would really appreciate it.
Absolutely. And until next Friday, we'll see you next time.
See you next time. Thanks for listening to the Redesigning Health and Home podcast. If you've enjoyed this episode, we would love for you to like, share, and follow along so you can catch us on all future episodes. You can find me, Meg, at Fit, Fed, Feeling Good on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube.
And you can find me, Carrie, on my website at homestylewithcarrie.com and on Instagram and Facebook at Homestyle with Kerri. That's Kerri. And you can find both of us at Redesigning Health and Home on Instagram and Facebook. So join us next time for more inspiration on creating a home and a lifestyle that truly supports your best self.